Yes, sir.
Yeah, hello viewers, I'm called Ronald Seka. We are with Council Male Mabilis. Council, we are here at the Mengo Magistrates Court. Council, the judgment of the Magistrate Court here at Mengo came on the 27th, that is June, this very year. Yet you filed your first case against your stepmother and Pastor Male in 2021. Council, what has been the cause of this 4 years, almost 4 years delay?
Generally, there are court backlogs in the Ugandan system, and 4 years is not so. It's beyond the 2 years backlog, but it's not so much. But in this case, there are many issues. One, we wanted to go for mediation. I personally applied for mediation. They said that's for mediation, which failed. Then we got an DNA order at Mukono, which also the magistrate here wanted first to be exhausted. Then she stayed proceedings. Then there were many other applications in there. There was an application to nullify the last funeral rites of my father, which was nullified. So there have been a lot of things happening in between. So that's why this judgment delayed. But finally it is here, and we are good to move. It's good that she made it clear that my rights under Article of the Constitution were violated, and that was an application for human rights enforcement.
Okay, then Council, why did you fail to reconcile? Yet you're saying that this file was forwarded for mediation.
The opposite parties, Pastor Male and his stepmothers, never had anything to reconcile about. One, they did not have any tangible material. They were just claiming that I'm not fathered by my father. They didn't have any evidence. Even when I asked them for DNA, they refused. So the mediation failed because they had nothing to offer, and finally they said, let's maybe wait for the will of our father. Of course, which will was manipulated, that's why being killed by the widow. So that's why the mediation couldn't take off.
Council, I've also seen in your press statement, which you've just released, saying that this case has caused a reputation damage on your family.
Reputation.
Yeah, reputation damage on your family. How does this come about?
Of course, our family is not it's family repute. My father had not was not very money. He was an elite. He had a good home in Rubaga. He had a good home in Natet. He had a reputation. He died at 53 years. So when the sons and daughters start fighting after his death, more of exchanging things in the media, where it was not, which was not his home, saying we are not like his son or what. Of course, there is a shame which comes to our in-laws, relatives, and what. But what do we do? That's why we try to resolve them. So there was damage in terms of reputation, because of course when the things start, every person asks, is this the family of Mutumba? Is this the family we know? So that's
okay. Then, Council, what advice do you give to Pastor Male and his group as far as this judgment is concerned?
Pastor Male is my elder, too much an elder, because for me I was born many years after he was born. I think 40 years or 30 after I was born. Even my stepmothers, let them live their age, let them act their age, let them understand that family matters are family matters. Let them understand that none of them had authority over Mutumba, who became the son. So let them grow up and respect court orders and respect due process. If they don't, then we are going to be compelled. This time they never condemned them to the cost and damages. I've been hesitant to charge them criminally, but if they insist on making baseless allegations and blocking me, then content will come.
Okay, Council, let's turn now ears to the properties. What has been the intention of Pastor Male and his group in denying you access to your father's property that is in Rubaga, Natet, and other areas? And how have you been affected?
First of all, there is a plot. They have been trying to undermine my family rights, to portray me as a man without a home, by claiming that my father just helped me to educate me. But in that way, there are financial gains to that, because that way they are collecting rent from Kamucha, from Rubaga, from Nahili without being questioned. When you ask, actually, this dispute having with accountability, when I ask for accountability from homes, from the renters in Rubaga, and especially in Natete, they say they are not our brother. So I think it's about greed, yes.
Okay, Council, did you appeal on that judgment that was given on your father's room? Did they appeal?
Of course, they did not appeal. They attempted to appeal, but their application for leave to appeal was withdrawn by their lawyer after it was discovered that it had problems. It was incompetent, so we withdrew it. So the order signed that the Rumbe was valid, and I would expect them. I think we should arrange for another Rumbe.
Yes. Okay, Council, you've been many people have been they see you as a celebrity, and so if I'm to ask, how did your family reach to this extent of having a fragile relationship, as stated by the magistrate Joan Mwanika? How did you reach here?
Of course, families get issues, but how did we reach there? Partly because we are from different mothers, different women. Then there are also interests surrounding, and then these people fail to understand that once a person dies, all people become on equal footing. So when you bring greed, fail to appreciate the realities of life, and then they have problems with me. They are saying, maybe my father likes me so much that he gave me one of the titles and took it to some land. So there are many other background issues which anger them towards me. But that wouldn't have been the problem had they understood that upon death of a person, all the siblings become on equal footing. So I think it's ignorance, arrogance, and the need to grab properties by Pastor and others.
Okay, then Council, how are you trying to move forward as far as this fragile situation and to remove it?
That's why we came to court. We would not want to go with pangas to work out to start cutting ourselves. Then we create murders. We came to court to resolve these things. And we are saying, when I even came, we went for mediation. The judicial, of course, has been slow, but we came to court, we are resolving it. And I'm hopeful that this time, Pastor Mary will now see some sense in cooling down and allowing the due process to take place.
Okay, but Mavis, it seems that you're here contradicting yourself, because I've seen you in court today trying to get criminal summons against your stepmother, that is Nantaya Stella, and your sister Nantumbwe Janet. Isn't that a contradiction, man?
No. You see, when you do criminal acts which are clear, Nantumbwe and Nautaya, I was with Nautaya Stella in 2000, when I was, I think, 12 years, when I just came from the village. In some days I was sleeping in the same room because we had 2 rooms. She was being rented at Najana home before we consolidated the house in Natet. Sometimes I would sleep with her in the same room. In the same room. This Nantumbwe Janet, I would bring a potty for her. This is like I grew up with until when they chased me away from home. Now, these people, in February, they put on an alarm at Natet for people from here to come and ban me that I had gone to my father's home. So that nonsense, now there is a red line, so they cross a red line. And I want the criminal justice team to determine that. Because if I don't determine, if it's not handled criminally, then they are going to become a problem. Tomorrow they will do some other serious crimes. Okay. Yes, that's why.
So, Councillor, you want your sisters and stepmother to be arrested? Sure.
I want them charged.
You tell the public.
I want them charged. If I wanted them arrested, I would have gone to police.
Okay.
I came to court. I want criminal summoned. I want them to be summoned, come to court, take plea, whether they did incited violence against me by form of justice or not. Okay. Yes.
So, Council, have those summons been issued by the magistrate?
Not yet. The magistrate is saying this was out the local chief, and we are she's moving on the process. She has given us 19th August. We shall be back here.
Okay, Council, your parting shots and remarks.
Of course, not even in the court today, there are another family which had wrangles. But of course, we should use courts to resolve them, and also exercise too much restraint. If you don't exercise restraint, then problems may arise. Murders, what may arise. Yes, that's all.